Hi guys, how are you? This one Titanium, founder of Investing MMT and co-founder of Pure MMT for the 100% Beyond the Memes, along with my friend Edward Delzio, the author of the National Debit, a must-have book for everyone. I also run a subscription service for $5 a month. Okay, it's a $5. Uh, And I mostly do $5 because I know the trolls don't have $5, so they don't come in and bother us. That's the only, I don't make I don't make any money off $5. But I do teach people how to understand charts. I do teach how to understand the monetary system and macroeconomics and how it all applies into the real world, okay, and how it applies to investing. And if you take all that together, um, I assure you, it's more value than $5. Okay, $5 is nothing; it's a joke. And I'm not again. I'm not here to make $5. All right. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Okay. A lot of people are interested about it, and I'll make the video just for the hell of it because I know there's a lot of interest out there, and this has no fundamentals behind it. It's a Bitcoin that has, no coin. So you want to go out and do what with Bitcoin? Well, I'm going to take money. I'm going to buy a Bitcoin so I can exchange it for more money or less money. And why don't you just go to the fucking casino and bet? Take $20,000, put it on black or red. Yeah, it's the same thing. But it doesn't mean I don't have the skill to measure human emotion. Believe me, it's the same with anything. Okay. Now it's a lot. Technical analysis in of itself can tell you human emotion. It cannot tell you, where something is going to go. And this is what I've been saying. Sorry, this is what I've been saying lately. Tell me about this chart. You see anything here? Analyze this for me. There's nothing to analyze because there's no fundamentals behind Bitcoin. It's just all human emotion, just like the tulip mania. Nothing different. So let's talk about what's what's happened since the last video. Um, well, in the last video we said, look, there's a number of options that could occur. The first one is a 1, 2, 3. This is what we thought was going to happen. And we said that this will be a good risk-reward entry to buy for another move up. Okay, that didn't happen. So what is happening? Well, we have a structure that is fully developed. And it's a 1, it's a 2, and it's a 3. Once you get a 1, 2, 3, and it's fully developed, then the likelihood is, if it's going up, it's deking, meaning that the next move should be down. Okay, not always, but 75% it's going to move in this direction. So it is very important to keep an eye on this area right in here. Okay. Now the trend line in of itself, if it does like something like this, the trend line breaking is not a big deal. But if it were to do something like a violent move of some sort, where it just kind of dunk like that, and you're like, oh shit, get out. Okay. Don't be a hero, because what you're getting now is the second pattern, which is a lower high. Okay, so that means you'll probably get in something like this. All right, something to this effect. All right, and usually these patterns collapse very quickly. So let me show you an example of that. There it is. Okay, this was back in September. You got the drop, the bounce, the lower high, and then the thing just, boom, exploded to the downside. It's the same mentality with Bitcoin. Everybody thinks they're going to be rich. So anyway, not going to happen. So here's what's going. This is what happened in 2000. You got the spike up. Oops. Let me fix that. Having some minor technical difficulties. So you get the spike up, the drop, and then you get another bounce, lower high. See it? Right? And then you get that M pattern, and the whole thing just falls apart. All right. And this is what we're talking about. I'll show you another one. How about what is this? Great Britain pound. Yeah, baby. So peak, bounce. There you go. M pattern. Bye bye. Sayonara. Masalama. How about silver? Okay. Same thing. Drop, bounce, bye bye. What else? What do we got here? Agriculture. We got food inflation. Cup of coffee gonna be worth $10 million. Right? They were wrong. Anyway. M pattern. Bye bye. And we also have gold. Okay, this was a little bit more complex. This screwed with my mind a little bit for a while. I shorted gold, okay, because it just kept going sideways and then it collapsed. All right. What else do we have? That's about it. But you get my point, right? So we really want to be cautious about M patterns. They are usually at the top. They're usually bearish. Okay. If you see them somewhere in the middle, it's not the same thing. They're usually just pauses before a continuation. Okay, depending on which way they are pointing. The one thing to be aware of is that Bitcoin has moved so fast, so quickly, that you can only see the Eiffel Tower pattern on a 4-hour, where the other ones you could see over the course of years. Okay, so you can go on a week, then you can see it. This one is more on a 4-hour, so it's it moved up very quickly, but it's going to come down very quickly at the same time. So what are the options now? The options are, again, as I said, that we get a lower high and this collapses. That's number one. Now, if it comes down here and breaks inside the structure, this thing is going to fall apart. Okay, and you could see 5,000 very quickly. If it holds above the structure or this blue line here, okay, if you just zoom it out, you could get another bounce to the upside. It's possible. Okay, you could get another bounce. So it would look something like this. Okay, so it will be a 1, a 2, a 3. Okay, break the previous low, and then just reverse and blow everybody's mind out, and off it goes to 20, 30, 40, 50,000. But if what I think is going to happen, and I prove to be right, then you're going to see a 1, a 2, and then it will just accelerate to the downside. Okay, and the game is over for a while. Just like the way it kind of moved here. All right, it just kind of bye-bye. But unlike this, back here in September, we're at 20,000 now. It's not 5,000. It's not like you're gonna lose, $2,000 and be like, oh fuck it, I don't care. Now you start losing $10,000, $15,000. Now you're in a world of hurt. All right. So be careful. It's not looking very healthy at the moment. Be aware of this line that is ascending trend line. Again, it's not the line in of itself that we worry about. It's the structure. I would have liked to see a little bit higher up before it rolled over. If it was going to do another M pattern, okay, maybe come up just a little bit more, do something like this, okay, and then roll over. That would, because it would be a lot closer to the top. It would suck in more people who are thinking, oh, I'm making money, and then as soon as it drops, they all puke it up, and then it's just boom, boom, So that's it. Be careful. Don't be greedy. Don't be afraid to stop out. And, you can always get back in at some point in the future. That's it. Thanks for joining us. And again, come down to Patreon if you want to learn more how to analyze charts. Have a good day and good night or whatever. And as the situation develops, possibly I will make another video. Bye-bye.